Hi guys, a camping life hack with God's Woodsman.
That gonna hook here. That's never gonna work. So what we're gonna do is modify it slightly so it can work. Hello ladies and gentlemen, God's Woodsman here for you today. And you've seen in some of my other videos on how to hang a pot over the campfire. You know, usually it's this pot, maybe sometimes my teapot, but what would you do if you want to hang both these pots over the campfire? And you want something that's adjustable, and you want to be able to hang multiple pots over the campfire because you're going to do a bigger, more complicated food. You know, you want to have some coffee going and you want to cook something else, some soup or something. So how would you do that? Coming up. Hope you guys stay with me. Ugh. Whew. Got some smoke in my eyes. All right, so one of the first things you're gonna do with a situation like that is, you know, after you get your fire going, which I have a nice little fire going here, you're gonna need some willow. I've already collected some willow, and you're gonna need a couple different parts of this piece of willow. And what I'm gonna use out of this particular piece of willow is a couple key pieces. And something that'll make this a little easier for me is if I have some kind of a block that I can chop on. It will really make this a lot easier for me. And then cut it here. All right, so what I've done here is I've made a single, not like a fork stick, so it's like this, because then when you drive it, this piece will tend to break off. But if you have one that's got a solid piece with one branch coming off, that's much stronger. And then I'm gonna do just a little bit of work on the end of it to chamfer it, keep it from splitting as badly. Whew. Of course, the smoke always has to blow in my face when I'm doing a video. All right. Finish chamfering this end. All right, now this has already got a pretty decent point on it. You could make it sharper, but that's a good enough point for what we're doing. So I'm gonna put that one, see how long my cross brace is, I'm gonna put that one about right here. Make sure it's about in the center of the fire. There we go. Nice soft ground here, so it's not too difficult. Small pieces of willow like this, if you cut them off nice and smooth, a lot of times if you put them back in the ground near where you cut this piece off, they'll actually grow back. So I usually set mine aside and then I'll just put them back in the area where I harvest this piece. All right, we're gonna need this piece also, so we're gonna cut it there and there and there. This will make more sense to you in a minute. All right, there's that. And then this, cut this one off here, and then a nice strong blow there. Another piece like so. And now we need our other piece that goes across to hang our pots on. And they don't need to be super sturdy, just big enough. Measure it, make sure it's about the same height as the other one. Don't want it to be too short. can always drive it in a little bit more. I can't make it longer. Willow is a great resource to be looking for when you're back in the wilderness, because you can just use it for all sorts of stuff. All right. Another stake will go on this side of the fire. Same kind of a thing. You want them to be, whoops, that one's kind of heading off course a little. You want them to be roughly the same height. And then you're just going to lay a cross brace across, just like that. Maybe tap this one down just a little bit more. Now, there's several ways to hang a pot over the campfire. You can do something as simple as this. Now this isn't going to be as adjustable. This is going to be kind of the same kind of a thing. You're going to look for about where you want it to sit. Maybe if you were just going to use this for boiling water, shorten it just a touch, and then just carve a single notch in here. So this is not going to be as good for something that's real complicated to cook. But see, just something as simple as that, and now you can boil some water. That's one method. What's some other ones? Well, what if it's something like this with a larger bale on it? How are you going to make it so you can use this one? Which I'm actually going to trim this down just a touch. It's a little long right in this portion. So we need a way that this can move up and down. So what we're going to do is I'll bring the camera in a little closer so you guys can see better. So just a series of notches. Sort of like that is what we're looking for. So, got a notch here, is modify it slightly so it can work. What we're going to do is take a little piece of paracord, doesn't need to be real long, and we're going to tie a knot. One here, and then we're going to go over and make a small loop just big enough for this stick to get through for those hooks. So we need it to be about that long. So we're going to cut it off here. Give or take a little. Take the knife. Cut that off. Don't need it to be very big, so I might have made it just a touch long, but that's okay. I'd rather have it long than short. So that's kind of what you're looking for, is a little loop like that. Now, you've got the ability to slide your stick up through. Now, you have the ability to slip your stick up through and it'll stop on any of those notches and hold your pot. Works really well. To hang a pot over the campfire. So there you have it, guys. A really good way to hang some pots over the campfire. It's very maneuverable. There's a lot you can do with it. This one you could have put it, you know, dead center right over the campfire. I kind of put it off to the side because generally this is not something I need just tons and tons of heat on. But you know, you can move it around. There's also many other things you can do with that. I mean, I've seen people that'll just put the pot just right through the stick. Yeah, that works fine too. I mean, this is not by any means the best method. This is just one more way that you can do it. There's thousands, tens of thousands, probably millions of different ways you can put a pot over a campfire. You can also just stick it in the fire. And sometimes that works real good, especially if you're just boiling water. But if you're trying to do more complicated stuff where you need to get something at a slow simmer and, you know, it's sort of like your burner control at home, this is a great way of doing it. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like, man, how in the world did he do all that? I'd really like to know more about it. Please leave comments down below. Give it a great big thumbs up. Like this video. And if you're a new watcher to God's Woodsman's videos and you'd like to see more of them, easiest way to do that is hit that subscribe button. Hey, guys, put this on your Facebook and Twitter for me. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.